Hey guys, good to see you. It is Sunday. We are going to have a coffee, even though it's a gas station coffee with Conti. Welcome to our show. It's late. I didn't feel like making my own. It's good to see you guys. Today we're going to talk about March allocations. The state of the market is turning again. Boy, is it ever. And I want to give you an update on my delivery of my 2023 Corvette at the National Corvette Museum on Tuesday. If you're not going to be there, I'm so honored some people are coming down there. But if you can't be there, join me on the webcam, and the car's there right now, cam number 6. Got a little small scheduling change, but it's going to give me an opportunity to spend more time with you guys. But what I have to start today's show, well, yeah, it's a little strange, but it's still cool. Yes, I'm going to do a send-off, Pat, on my 2021 Rapid Blue Corvette. It's going to Corpus Christi, Texas. Welcome to today's gas station coffee with Conti. Good to see you guys. Ooh, yeah. There she is. One last look. For me, anyways. Yeah, well, you guys too. Thanks for joining us on today's Coffee with Conti. Nate, how you doing over there, bud?
Good, how are you?
Look at these chrome wheels, guys. GM, you blew it, man. We need a chrome wheel on a C8 Corvette. Okay, one last look at my C8. Pete from Corpus Christi, Texas is down the street. I got to pick him up at the hotel. We got to put the congratulations sign in, and we're going to do one last modification. This always makes it official. I always like you guys to walk up to your car. You see your name on the car, or if it comes off the carrier, your name's on the car, you're like, yeah, that's mine. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Matches the coat. I love this coat. I'm gonna try and put this down into here. Yep, that looks good. Corvette emblem's covered. What a great, nice, easy mod to pull in the color of your car, an accent Team Corvette. Also on today's show, we're gonna talk briefly, and I haven't done it in a while because it is brain damage, talking about allocations and constraints and freaking A, man. Here we go again, guys. But thank you for joining us. The send-off pad on my car is gonna be kind of strange, but it's coming up. Right, when the weather sucks, you go inside. There's Pete and Petey, Corpus Christi, Texas, and he's here to get Nola. I can't say my car anymore. This is your car, brother.
Yeah, you got the opportunity to kiss it on the lips.
That's right, man. I know. This has been
this
has been really cool. Yeah, he likes it. Yeah, something about this color, man. Something about that rapid blue.
Rick, it looks better in person than it does on. My gosh.
It's good to hear. Thank you. I did leave this on here.
I was going to ask you.
I left that on there, but if you want it off, I'll take it off. But all the other stuff I took off.
I like the two-tone.
Maybe I could have paid him an advertising fee and kept the YouTube logos on the door. Poor guy.
Yeah, put your logos on.
Yeah, you're so funny.
I haven't told anybody at the club in San Antonio.
Oh, no
So
kidding.
whenever I show up, it's.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm going to be in San Antonio later this year. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, we'll have to. Okay, never mind.
Teach us how to open the damn door.
I know.
I'm going to teach you how to do everything.
I know how to.
And I actually got the blue carbon fiber key fob. Yeah, that's cool.
That car looks like it just came off show.
Thank you.
I mean, it's really
I've used it.
nicer than I thought it would be.
I've used it, but I've taken care of it,
Well,
and I think that's all the difference in the world.
That's it. I mean, I haven't used my car.
Yeah, I know.
Really
We'll talk about it straight in later. Yeah, he hasn't. Please, would you please drive the crap out of this car? Now, you guys are
I'm not
headed.
going to drive the crap, but I am going to drive it.
Okay, wrong analogy.
And I told you that whenever you go to sell it, since I'm the oldest, I've got the first choice.
It makes me feel proud knowing where the car's going.
Yeah.
I really didn't want, and I appreciate your flexibility to do this, I really didn't want the car to come in on trade, go on the lot, and then just some guy sees it on the internet. You know, every car does have a story. It's nice when you know it and you can tell it. So it means a lot that you're getting it.
That's the first one I sold, man. It's like, this is my child. Take care of it.
Yeah, that's right.
And the guy did, man. It was one of your customers, Gary Blum.
Yeah.
And his wife Lynn. He bought that car.
Yep.
He won I don't know how many car show things.
Yeah, and they just got a new one too.
They got the new
They were at the museum delivery.
Yeah, I watched it, and he sold. He said, whenever he called me, he said, "Man," he said, "I sold our baby, but I sold it to a good guy, and he's going to take care of it."
See,
you know,
yeah, that
all
means a
kind of
lot.
stuff.
Yeah, heck
But
yeah. And he got a cool VIN number too, and I didn't plan that. It's VIN 7500. for 2021. I thought that was kind of cool. So,
Beautiful.
and I love these wheels. I've told the story. I tell it again so you have something to tell. When the C8 first came out and it was in camo, this was the wheel that was on the car.
Really?
And usually they're test wheels. And I looked at it, I said, man, that's a damn good looking wheel. I hope that when the car comes to market, that wheel's available. And that's why I stayed with that wheel, because I just had a fondness for that wheel on this car.
Well, the other ones that come on the car look like crap.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't know who flunked out of college to
Yeah,
design those.
Yeah, his trade's got a chrome wheel on it. We were talking on the way in. I picked him up at the hotel, and if we had chrome wheels from the factory, from Chevy, chrome wheels would have been on this car. There's no doubt about it.
I'm just wondering if my red wheels are going to look good on it.
You mean the C6 wheels? Please don't do that. Don't do that to my car. Your car.
You've got.
He had red, crazy ass wheels.
Interior.
Yeah.
So I mean.
Let's see his reaction when I put the top down. People always love this. I don't know if he's ever seen this. That's pretty cool, huh, guys?
Yeah. That's crazy.
You just keep your finger on the button.
That's like futuristic.
Yeah, it's raining. Now you know why we were inside earlier. I'm gonna jump inside the car with Pete here real quick, and then I'll hop back out and do my send-off pat thing. But I just wanted to, on camera, for the audience and really for you and I, to say thank you again for the business. It was neat for me, so you guys understand. He calls me, says, Rick, this is the last thing I need to do. Things are changing in my life. He goes, but I'm watching the videos and I'm watching the fun that you're having, and you're talking about this Corvette. And you said that you wanted to do, I want to do one more. You didn't want to order a car. You didn't want to freaking wait and all that crap. I really appreciate you doing this. And I know that everything that I've been talking about on the channel, you're going to experience.
I know I will, Rick. You know, I just love your format, what you do.
Thank you.
It's not many people like that.
Thank you, man.
You know, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, me too.
And,
me too. Thanks so much. Have a blast.
Yeah, we're going
and
to.
Knowing that you hang out with the guys at San Antonio, probably see you down there, because I'm planning to go there, as I mentioned earlier, to some event or show or something, or meeting. A lot of great people down there, a lot of great Corvette folks. So it'll be.
Yeah, they're great people. I've been a member for years, but never been to a meeting because I live in Corpus. But I go to the car shows, and Gary Blum, like I said, had bought my first car, Gary and Lynn, and super people, man. Just enjoy going. So looking forward to it. I'm not going to tell any of them. I'm going to show up at the car show.
Well, they're going to see it because we're going to be we're on the show, so they're going to see it. So it's hard to keep a secret with me.
Yeah, going to give them one of those one-ups.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm not going to give you one of those. I'm going to give you a little pat. That's kind of what we do. So we don't want to do that. But this has been really an honor for me, and I'm so excited that you are getting this car.
This car is going to stay in our family for a long time. That's going into the will.
Thanks.
So it's baby brother's going to be.
Well, I can tell your
next
son's
week.
real excited for you too.
Oh.
I mean, he's really glad that you're doing this, and I know you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so we're going to do a send off.
Good bonding trip, man.
Hell, no doubt about it.
Have a good one.
I didn't need any more information.
Congratulations, my friend.
We might be in here for a week.
That's all right. You'll have fun. I'll send out pizzas for you.
There you go, man. Thank you.
All right, headed back to Corpus Christi, Texas. We've got a send off pat for Pete. Congratulations, thumbs up. And it's not a C51 because I added the wing, but we're going to rub it anyways for you guys. Yeah, congratulations, man. Thanks, Pete. Appreciate it, man.
I don't want to gas it. It's too wet.
Yeah, it's all right. Enjoy it, buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, for you guys watching, this is a typical send-off pat, okay? Greet the customer, say goodbye to the customer, thank the customer, and they leave. But this is weird for me because that's my first ever Corvette that just left. Went to the right guy. So thankful that he got that car. And he's getting the message that we're delivering on the channel, the fun that we want you guys to have and experience with your cars. You can appreciate and enjoy your Corvette by what, guys? Drive it, man. Yes. All right. And that's okay. I'm only vetless for a few days. Because Tuesday I pick up mine at the Corvette Museum. Let's go in the office, close up today's show, talk about... Do I have to? Please don't make me talk about allocations and constraints. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. And then I'll give you an update to some of the schedule changing for my delivery at the National Corvette Museum on Tuesday. 2 of these. I've been reluctant to talk about ordering and allocation information over the last couple of months for the longest time. I guess I stopped doing it because I started feeling like I was the Corvette police, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. I was doing it to try and serve the market and really serve the masses of my customers waiting, and it ended up that I had people that were ordered at other dealerships just blowing me up and complaining, and that's not what I was doing that for. I don't want to make your problem my problem because this dealer won't tell you that. I'm trying to get back to my people, and we've got such a lack of consistency on availability of this car that into the 4th model year, yeah, man, we're all worn out. So I haven't done these as I used to do on a regular regiment. Just, it's mind-numbing. It really is, and I do apologize for that because I love providing information. That's one of the justs of my channel, is providing information, but having fun and sharing experiences and all that. All around this car, I think we have something very special, very unique here. And it's because of the engagement from a lot of you guys that make it what it is. So thanks for your support, encouraging me to provide what you want to hear, and sometimes what you need to hear, sometimes what you don't want to hear. Kind of what's going on with this March allocations for ordering. So if you're trying to order a new Corvette, that's what we're talking about. You can order a car at any dealership, and I could generate 1,000 order numbers, and guess what? They don't mean crap. I told you guys, when I'm tired and it's late, I get a little punchy, so I'm going to be right in your face tonight, this morning, whenever you're catching the upload. They don't mean anything, okay, until there's an allocation attributed to that. But it's a sold order. I want the car. I can afford the car. It doesn't have to do with wherewithal or ability to buy. It has to do with availability. If a guy's only going to get 10 Corvettes a year and he ordered 30 and you're number 25, guess what, pal? You're waiting a long time. When? We don't know. This month is indicative of that. Last month was a pretty good allocation quantity for us. Shame on me, maybe I jinxed the marketplace. I did this, I kept seeing things trending upward, and I did this positive video a couple of months ago. Hey, we might hit 40,000 cars. The hell was I thinking? We're not even going to be close, man. It's still going to be the biggest year ever for C8. It already is now. It is going to be the biggest year for C8 as far as overall production, but we've had so many starting and stopping and inconsistencies, and that's because a lot of the stuff that's no longer in the headlines is still an issue. It didn't go away because everybody's not glorifying it and dramatizing it in the headlines. It's still there, and it's still a pain in the ass right now for all of us, especially for you if you're trying to buy a car and you've been waiting. These, I don't even know how I want to say this, man. These year-over-year rollover lists have just gotten out of control. I'm trying to keep my integrity with these people and keep you on the list and hang in there and I'll call you up. Hey, I got a spot for you. Oh, you ordered somewhere else? Okay, well, you screamed at me for a year and then didn't tell me you went somewhere else, and I'm turning people away because I know that I can't get anything because I got these people waiting and it's just out of control. It's crazy. So we have to be discretionary with what little bit we are getting, because what we had written, you're like, okay, Ricky, settle down. I'm not done yet. When this all started, we were supposed to get this, and you know what happened, and it continues to happen in different avenues. I think C8 is plagued to be, right now, to date, the best car ever, but also the worst car ever because the demand far exceeds the availability. So the allocation numbers have just not lined up. We all know the story to that, and I'm sorry for that. And it's hard. I don't even want to go there. I apologize. I don't want to go there. But it is hard trying to set expectations for people ordering a car. So anyways, the March allocation numbers are 30% of what we were supposed to get. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I think we only have one more order cycle left. It's like, oh, I just flipped out. I don't even want to answer the phone to have the same conversations and why and this and that and explain and God and on and on and on and not hurt somebody's feelings. But at the end of the day, it's not my fault. I don't build the car. I don't control the distribution. I don't control the parts availability. I love representing this car, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's the old adage, it's not my fault, but guess what? It's my problem. Oh, yeah, it is every freaking day, man. But I think I'm handling it better this year. It upsets me more than you guys know. Last year to the point where it just caused all kinds of issues. I just wasn't right in the head. I almost had a heart attack. The whole thing was just out of control. Screamed at every call, every email, every text message. Demanding. I demand to know where I'm at. I demand to know when my car's coming. I'm sorry, you what? You demand people. You're cracking me up here, man. This is nuts. So the constraint issues is tough because I had a couple of people last month, just to give you an idea why I'm a little bit frustrated trying to just do business and do what I do, what I've committed into my 28th year selling Corvette only. This is unique, it's special, and it's important to me. So last month I had a couple of people right there in the bubble and got to the point you get your allocation, but guess what? Oh, you want non-Z51? Can't get that. Oh, you can't get the gloss wheels. I'm sorry. Oh, you want the high wing? You can't get that. It's like, really? The inconsistency is exhausting. So don't have the breakout on numbers. It looks like it's still going to be, the allocations start being released on Thursday for the March cycle for Stingray. Z06 will be second order cycle. If you remember that toboggle in February. 0 allocation. I don't even think we talked about it. Maybe I mentioned it briefly. 0 allocations for Z06 at every dealer in the country in the February cycle. If you didn't think that set us back, any blip, any delay sets us back. And that was tough, man. That was a tough pill to swallow because this car is not going to be, talking about Z06, is not going to be what it was supposed to be. The early intel. Hey, we're going to make 20 to 25%. We might make up to 30%. Z06 is, oh, no, you're not. No, you're not even free. You're not even doing 3%. You're not even close. Wow. And it's frustrating because it's such a great freaking car, man. So that was tough to swallow. So for March, Z51, non-Z51s are going to be controlled for whatever reason. Pieces, parts availability is going to be an issue. The gloss black forged wheels, again, on constraint. High wing, still on constraint in carbon flash. But yet you can get, the high wing in the white or the torch red. Okay? You can't, so are we short on carbon flash paint? What the hell is going on? You guys ask, I ask, we can ask the questions all we want. They're just not going to get an answer. And then the grill insert, those two little fin pieces in the front grille for visible carbon fiber, those are going to be on constraint for this order cycle again. So in Z06 models, same thing. High wing and exposed carbon fiber and as well as carbon flash, that is just going to be good luck if you can even get one of those. And then the Z06 quantities are going to be very, very limited as well. So people need to know that. So the people that I thought that I couldn't help in February, that is, we'll get you taken care of before 23 is over. There's some people that want ceramic gray, want the white pearl, because those are gone for 24. There's going to be a lot of people I'm going to have to tell, no, I'm sorry, I can't get you a car. And 99.9% of my clients have the wherewithal and the ability to buy. And it's not that. It's the availability. It's crazy issues with this car. We're getting information now about Z06 ordering. It says, due to overwhelming sold order response for Z06, the sold order entries will end on April 5th. Really? Why don't you make some more teaser videos? Hey, you guys were thinking the same thing, right? See? Yeah, we're at that. We relate to each other on this thing. The overpromise, the underdeliver is really what we've been into, and it's because it is so special, especially the Z06, that everybody wants to be a part of that. So all sold order entries for Z06 have to be done by 11:59 p.m. on April 4th. That doesn't mean that because April probably, we don't know that. I'll tell you that in a second. We don't know for sure. But April most likely will be the last order cycle for 2023 Corvette. The second order cycle at the end of April will be specific for Z06. So being that this ends on April 4th, the second order cycle, if you don't have a sold order to place and you get an allocation, you can still enter a stock order, as many of these knuckleheads have already. And we talked about early on when this all started. And speaking of build-outs and startups and all that kind of stuff, this report we got last year, it was helpful to help determine timing and stuff like that for you folks that are on the bubble. You know, do I get a 23? And if I do, when do I get it? If I get a 24, when does it start? When do you think it'll come? This distribution report would help us. But last year, we had dates in there for Corvette. And again, this year it's more of hide the weenie. It's what it is. We have TBDs across the board for Corvette for build out and startup for 23 and 24. So I don't have a freaking clue when that all starts. I have a pretty good idea, but it doesn't matter what I think anymore. So I had to share that with you guys. So there you go. That is the raw, unedited version of the allocation constraints for March Corvette ordering. And now you know why I haven't done it for a couple of months, right? Right. It's so tough. There's so many nice people that have given us opportunities to do business, and that is a compliment in itself. But then when you can't fulfill that, it makes it so hard. And there's so many different situations that have prevented us from doing that. And a lot of it is the change of market conditions. And right now, you're seeing a change of market conditions right freaking now. Used cars are starting to go back up. There's no new cars. You can't get any new car orders. So it'll be unsettled like this, I think, just in my opinion, I think it'll be like this for a few months. And then it'll level back off. So you're going to, again, go through that roller coaster inconsistency on the representation and the availability of this car from the sales standpoint, from the consumer purchase standpoint. So we'll do what we can to update you so you guys have an idea. You know, and even with me getting, I want to give you an update on my delivery at the National Corvette Museum, that I'm so proud that I decided to do that car in that manner at the National Corvette Museum. More on that in a quick second. I don't want to address the 10%ers out there, the rude, nasty people, but I will, and I'm not going to let you ruin this for me. There's a lot I can't say. There's a lot that you don't know. I am so thankful at the opportunity and some of the great comments and the support from so many of you that said that you're going to be there on Tuesday in Bowling Green, Kentucky, from all over the country. This is going to be a lot of fun. It really is. But I've had a lot of nasty people make comments about me getting a second car. You know, there's been customers on this channel, we've been very transparent with you, that have gotten a second C8. And my situation was the same as theirs. Hey, boss, I got a guy who wants to trade a car. What's it going to take to do business? Blah, blah, blah. So they gave me what it took to do business, and I big gulp, and I'm like, okay, I understand the availability issue. I paid what it took to get that car. That was my decision. I was thankful, and I thank the Coughlins and my boss for allowing me that opportunity to get the second car, because I'm using the car as a great tool to educate you guys, to share experiences, and with all that, to encourage you to do the same thing, to enjoy your Corvette. As we get up there in age, and we realize that clock is ticking fast. Let's enjoy life. Let's make every day count. Let's not talk about it. Let's do it. And I'm doing what I can to still provide for my family, take care of the wonderful people that support me in this dealership and this car, and then still trying to carve out a little bit of time for myself too, because I haven't in 28 years. I just really haven't. I'm here in the middle of the night again. It was everything I had to come up here tonight to film this for the Sunday morning video, but that's my commitment to you, the marketing, the car, and just to get the message out there and to share stuff as raw as I can with you guys that other guys are afraid to talk about. How can you have trust and do business with somebody like that? I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but I think if you tell it like it is, everybody knows what the playing field is, and then you can have an intelligent conversation. It may not be the outcome that you want, but at least you know where you stand. And it's tough. We're doing what we can, but it's not against you guys. You have to look at it from a business standpoint, okay? When you're not getting all these cars and you're only getting this many, you got to do what you got to do. It's business, nothing personal. So we again readjust with the market conditions that continue to change, that I never really thought they would be like this, but it is. So you deal with it, you find that positive, and you move forward. With that, again, I have to again say thank you to so many of you that encourage me and support me and make me feel good about what I do for a living, the car that I am truly passionate about. I mean, this really isn't a job to me. It really is a way of life. It always has been. I am a huge fan of this car, and it really is a thrill for me to be in the position that I'm in. And getting my second car, if I wouldn't have screwed up the first order, wouldn't have had to do it. But we are getting a second car, and we're getting it Tuesday at the National Corvette Museum. Small change of order and plans. I wanted to cram as much as I could into that day, and I can't. They've got some stuff going on at the NCM Motorsports Park, so Ryan and I are not able to drive the Z06. I know, he's bummed, and so am I, because Dad really wants to drive again. But we will be going there, and when we do, I'll let you guys know, because if you get a chance, I want you to discover that part. Corvette is a culture, but the racing thing and the autocrossing thing is a culture within the culture, and man, is it a blast. It really is. So when we go there, I'll let you know. So Tuesday, I got my appointment at 8:30. I got to meet, I got to pay the guys for the wonderful products that ACS Composite sent me. They're on the car already, so I got to pay them for that at 8:30. And I think what we're going to be doing is doing the plant tour first. I'm going to come back, hang out at the Boulevard. I'm on cam, as I mentioned at the beginning of today's show, I'm on cam number 6. Check me out right there. You're like, that car looks familiar. Yes, it does. It's Rapid Blue .2. So anyways, we're going to come back on the Boulevard, do some vlogging, and then after we do the send-off, Pat, we're going to go outside underneath the what do you call it? The canopy, the overhang, or whatever, out on the sidewalk thing out there in the front. Put a table up. I got some t-shirts and some posters for you guys. Get a chance to meet you guys and mingle with you guys, because that's what I enjoy doing. I could have squeezed in maybe a Z06 drive session for an hour, but I didn't want to start that process of the meet and greet and the mingle and then go across the street and then come back, and it just would have been all screwed up. So our commitment is to be with you guys for as long as we can in the afternoon on Tuesday. Kind of sucks that it's on a Tuesday, but that was the only time available where I have to wait another 3 weeks. I got a lot of stuff I got to do to the car yet. I actually have a big giant box that I gave a list, and thank you Paragon Performance and Corey, the manager there, that has been so generous to me. He says there's some surprises in there, so we'll do an unboxing of those accessories that my buddy Chuck's got to put on the car yet. He's gonna kill me, because there's a couple cool new things that I think's in that box, and I can't wait to put them on the car, and I can't wait to show you guys, and I can't wait to have more fun and more journeys with this car. Rapid Blue is so much fun to me. The C8 is so much fun to me, and sharing it with you guys is a blast. So those that really get it, those that understand, those that support us, whether you're doing business with us or not, I thank you for that so very much. My goal is to do as much business as I possibly can, but I've got a lot of curveballs being thrown at me right now. I've got situations I simply can't control, so I'm going to do the very best I can with what I have, and I'm going to have fun doing it. All right? Yeah, I think I got it all out. Oh, let me show you this. This will be the plate that's going to be going on. Yeah, I'm going to keep the Thanks Taj plate. That's going on there for Tuesday's delivery and the send-off pad. I'm going to have Ryan in the car, and of course, so I can be filming that. And I don't want to tell you what I was going to be doing down there, but it's just going to be a blast, though. If you can't be there, check us out, Webcam 6, and then when we go outside, you'll pick the cam. I think it says NCM Circle, so that'll be toward the front. I don't know if you'll see us underneath the canopy, and if not, then we're going to share it right here on the channel as soon as I can get time to edit it and get it up on the vlog, because I got some other deliveries that I haven't shared yet, and I really need to get those up too. So have a great day. I can continue to talk to you guys forever, as you know. So thank you for watching. Support this channel by subscribing. Thumbs up the video. And when I get back, by the way, from Bowling Green, all the people that won the prizes, I'll get that stuff packed up for you guys and get that sent out that won the contest last weekend as well. Thanks. You guys are awesome. Have a good day.